Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Hey guys! So today's video is all about different Christmas traditions that you can do with your family, just yourself in general, or maybe your significant other. And these are some that I actually do, or friends do, or other family members do, so I wanted to share them with you. Now I'm just giving you 10 different examples, and you can comment down below. I actually highly encourage that you comment down below some of your traditions that you do with your family, because I love learning about new ones to add every year. So the first one is nice and simple, and I feel like most people do this anyway, but you always open one present on Christmas Eve. Now, we did this when I was a kid growing up, and we would always open my grandparents' gifts. So like, you know, if my grandma and grandpa, or you know, like my grandmas sent us gifts, we would open them on Christmas Eve, and we knew that every year. We're like, oh, we're so excited, we can't wait to open them. And then Christmas Day is when we'd open them from our parents. I don't remember any presents actually being marked from Santa. I'm sure they were, but I don't remember it vividly. But we always made sure to open our grandparents' gifts. The second one I do every year with my best friend Paige. It's go to a Christmas related show. Now, local colleges, just the local theaters, and all of those things will have local, like, different shows. I know Christmas Story, that one's always done. There's always the ballet performance of the Nutcracker. You know, in the past, my friends and I have seen the Grandchild, the Grinch Stole Christmas at at the Peabody, actually. It's a theater. So it's a traveling show, but we got to see them. And last year we went to a ballet. Like, her and I do this every year, and we have some different friends that join us each year to do different things. And this year we're going to the Pentatonics concert. Well, there's like Adam Lambert and things like that too, but it's like a Christmas related concert. So we are just so stoked, and it is so much fun. I really suggest it because it's a great way to really get pumped up, and it's nice, and kids, it's so kid friendly. I mean, there's tons of kids there, and there's different shows you can look into it that really interact with the audience too, but I know it's a really great experience. And like I said, if it's local theaters, you can find tickets really cheap. Like, you could probably find some for $10 or whatever. I know some of it's going to cost a little more depending on what it is and how professional the performance is. But either way, I really highly suggest it because it is just such a good experience. You're all dressed up for Christmas. You see all the old ladies out there with their like candy cane earrings and Santa sweaters and stuff, and it's just so much fun. People always wear Santa hats and all that, and it's just a great time for everybody. Number 3, drive around to see different light shows. So different organizations actually have lights set up, at least in our area, have different lights set up at different parks, and you pay like a fee to go in and look at them. Some are free. I know the St. Louis Zoo, it's actually free to enter the zoo, but they have a light show that they've got going on, and it's just so much fun. I don't know if everybody has this, I don't know if this was a thing, but when I was a kid and we lived in Chicago, there was this place called like Candy Cane Lane, and it's this one drive of a neighborhood where all the neighbors put up like extravagant light shows. And even just driving around to different neighborhoods and looking at the lights, like, people set up really cool things. And I know my youth group leader in high school used to set up like a light show. So you turn the radio on to a certain station, and then you would see his lights going to the music, and it's so cool. And there's just a lot of different light shows that you can see. Even if you live in a small town, you can drive around. There's always something. And again, it's a great way to celebrate with the kids. I know some people, I always see like the parents on my Facebook post photos of their kids all sitting in their pajamas with their hot chocolate, cookies after dinner, and they all drive around and see the different lights. It's really fun, and you know, the people put a lot of effort into putting it up, so it's a great way to kind of give back to them and say, hey, I really like the art that you created. Number 4 is Secret Santa. So this is so great if you have a lot of friends, or if you just, even if you have a few close friends, it's still a great way to save money too for everybody. Just by doing a Secret Santa, it's fun because there's the whole who got me blah 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 sort of thing, and it's you could do a lot of different games with it when it comes to having your Secret Santa party. We at least do like parties together instead of giving them individually. Like this year, my girlfriends and I are doing a big potluck at our friend Leslie's house, and we're doing such fun stuff, and it's just so cool. And you could really set the limit. Like this year, our limit is like $10, and that's because we all have different little life things that we got going on. We have a lot of family members and people that we need to buy gifts for, so it's a great way to be able to not have as many gifts to buy. Number 5, a Christmas tree party. And by party, I don't mean like a whole huge ordeal, but just kind of like a big celebration while putting up your Christmas tree. I know I put up my Christmas tree kind of early, but whatever. Either way, every time I do it, I put on Christmas music and I sing along, dance around, and do all that goodness to my Christmas playlist on Spotify. And you could go like even do everything Christmas related. So wear ugly Christmas sweaters, have your hot chocolates ready, your lots of things you can go like crazy with. There's like Christmas related snacks, cookies, all that good stuff. And speaking of a Christmas tree, I actually stole this from my in-laws, so my husband's side of the family. I did not know anybody did this until our first year dating, and we spent Christmas, you know, we did some Christmas celebrations together. Every year of their life, he's one of 6 kids, so this could take a while, but it's still really, really fun and a great way to look back. But every year they get a new ornament that is based on something significant that happened that year for them. And they write it down on a piece of paper. So they write, okay, so my husband's like got a job at Panera Bread, which, you know, here we just call it St. Louis Bread Company, but everywhere else it's Panera Bread. So he got a job at Panera Bread, and that year he got a a bread loaf ornament, and it said, okay, so in whatever 2000 something, Chris worked at Panera Bread, and he has the bread ornament, or, you know, just different stuff. And you know, obviously they all start out with baby's first Christmas ornaments because it's your first Christmas, and they do that, and every single year they go for each person. So like, you know, the same year, say, I don't know what year that was, like 2011 or 2012. So that year, 2012, they start with the oldest child and go down to the youngest one for that year and what ornament they got. And it's super cool because then you really do have a tree full of memories. Number 8 is a Christmas movie night, because let's be honest, some of our favorite Christmas movies are on. I know ABC does the 25 days of Christmas like I do, except they do it with movies. So each night in December they play a different movie. I think tonight I don't remember what they're doing tonight, but they always start with the Charlie Brown's Christmas thing special or whatever it's called. And I know my favorites are Elf, and my dad really likes A Christmas Story. Surprisingly, my mom does not like that one, but they play that one all day on Christmas. Then there's like Christmas Vacation. I really like, okay, probably my favorite, ultimate favorite one is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but like the live version with Jim Carrey. That is like my ultimate favorite Christmas movie. I don't know what it is. It's just so funny, and I just can't get enough of it. I watch that year round, actually. I don't wait for Christmas season for that one. For number 9, you can have a Christmas game night. There's so many Christmas related games, like, and even then you don't have to do like holiday games. You could just search like on Pinterest or Google or something, and they give you games that are for Christmas. But even just sitting down and playing like Monopoly, well, maybe not that because that takes like 20 years, but like the Game of Life or Sorry or something, just simple classic games. It's fun, and it's a great way to spend a lot of family time, especially because the holidays can be crazy, everyone can be stressed out, and it's just time to rewind and remember, hey, you know, part of, you know, the portion of Christmas spirit is just loving your friends and loving your family and giving them time. And the 10th one and final one is gingerbread house decorating. So I usually get tummy aches when I decorate a gingerbread house because I eat like most of the candy before I even get it on the gingerbread house, because, you know, it dries up and you're like, well, I can't eat the candy now. But it's so fun, and you could have a party where you have everybody bring different gingerbread houses and you all make them together, or if you create this like huge epic gingerbread house. And it's so fun because everybody's so creative, and it's really cool to see what everyone comes up with. So they pretty much, I mean, they give you like models of, hey, you can decorate it this way, but a lot of the time they just give you the candy and then you decorate it, and it's so fun. And if you're not artistic, it's fine, because either way it's gonna look awesome because it's made out of candy. If you are new to my channel, you can subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to stay updated on what I am posting. I'm doing the 25 days of Christmas. I don't know if you saw in the intro, but that means that every day for the first 25 days of December leading up to and on Christmas, I'm uploading one video a day, all just different things, DIY related, cooking related, these type of videos related. I don't know what I would classify these as. And I just do that every single day because I love Christmas and I am celebrating.